All right. We're live on YouTube. Not YouTube. Hangouts. We are on YouTube now. Gets me every time. Welcome. Live from the crossroads of America. To Rick's Life as I See It. Shooting with Disabilities. A 1-hour talk show about shooting with disabilities, basically, or anything else that crosses our mind. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat or email me at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. We are broadcasting on gun channels and YouTube. And for other information, as you can see on my lower thirds here on the picture, I got my Patreon account there. And I think that's it. Yeah. Anything else you want to know, just look down in the description. I have a whole bunch of things like my Twitter, my what's the other one? Can't think of the name of it now. Instagram. I don't use them very much, but I have all that stuff, and that's it. Anyway, let me go straight. Oh no, who we got? Number one in the channel in the chat today was unknown user. Then we got is it the mechanic or whatever? I think. And who else we got in here? Georgia Trucker, Jason Stewart. We got Sean over on Gun Channels. And then we go to my panel here. First in the lineup is Squib. I caught him off guard, did I?
Who is not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back outside to start chiseling that snow I was telling you guys about. Yeah, thanks for the invite. I'll stay muted up while I'm making noise here at work and just pop in when I can.
Okay, that works. Okay, then the next is the Patriot in the Dark. How you doing?
I am having a wonderful day there, Rick. Thanks for the invite, and a wonderful Ash Wednesday to everyone.
Okay, great. And then the one and only David Kingpin Bowling.
How's it going, Rick?
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. And the one and only Blind Shooter. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Rich. Just another shitty day here in communist New York City.
Actually, it hasn't been too bad here today. Cold. You know, I've been very fortunate. I've had less snow. I think it snowed the other day, but it just gave us a dusting. I think the most we ever had is about an inch so far this winter. So it's been pretty good down in this southern part of Indiana. So, we got Seven Wonders has joined us. Guitar Man Pete has come on board. That's good. Okay. I don't know how far we're going to get with this topic, so I hope you guys got some other stuff you want to talk about. But I was hunting with disabilities is what my thing's about. I know most of the season's over, but where I was going with this is I was looking at getting my hunting and fishing license here in Indiana. And for the both of them, it's $25 for the year. So that's what I was thinking. But then I was going after. Then I picked up my form here, 3 pages for my special permit for disability hunter. Mind you, it's only 1 page for me. The next 2 are for my doctor. So I got to do that. And that means I can, on state or federal land, I will be able to drive my vehicle upon it to where I need to go. You know, get the closest to where I need to go. So
that's kind of nice.
That is. Yeah. You know, and I'm actually asking to be able to shoot from inside my vehicle as well. You don't have to, but you know, I thought, hell, it's on there, so I checked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That'd give the DNR here in Michigan a heart attack, I think.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, so what I was planning on doing was I said, don't get me wrong, I've never been hunting in my life. Well, I did a couple of times when I was as a kid. I wasn't shooting anything. I just tagged along, and so I really have no clue what I'm meant to be doing. But I figured it was my cousin who suggested. He said, with your disability, he said you can get a special permit to drive right up to where you need to go. And I think he was doing it because he was thinking he was coming with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was the one that's saying it, and he said you can, I don't know how far you would, whatever. I guess if you,
it also depends on your state too. There's different limitations and different things for different disabilities. I know here in Michigan we have basically a spotter. We can use a laser sight or a scope or whatever to go hunting, but we actually have I believe it's earlier. I'm not sure on the actual details, but I know I have a friend that she got her bear tag, and she's going with her husband, and she's totally blind. But you use a spotter or whatever. I mean, it's ain't no big deal.
But I'm assuming that if you're going deer hunting, right? You must. I'm saying, the goddamn noise of a truck coming out is going to scare all the deer away.
Well, you can't chase them down. I know a couple old timers when I was younger would take ride their 4-wheelers, and they would hunt from that because they couldn't climb a tree, but they would get to a spot and sit for whatever amount of time to let it calm down. I mean, you can't be driving crazy, but just check in your state because every state's different. I mean, the fishing, I don't know what kind of differences there would be on if there is any difference with a license being with a disability.
State to state, it's different, and sometimes year to year, it's different. But from what I understand about the hunting with disabilities is that they will allow you to shoot from your vehicle, from the road, whereas I couldn't do that.
No.
Now, once again, check your state laws to make sure, and then they may have a cheaper rate for you. Check your state laws. As far as the truck scaring them away, like Patriot said, you're not chasing them down with the truck. If you're actually chasing the deer with the truck, now you're in violation of the law no matter what. But now, if you're just sitting there on the road in a place where you figured that deer are crossing either because you're seeing evidence of it or you put out trail cams or somebody told you or, what you've been scouting the area, you've been doing your work ahead of time like a hunter, then if you're just sitting there waiting, as far as I know, Sandhill Shooter sits in his SUV out in a field and with the engine running to keep the heater running, and that's his blind. And he just gets out, lays a rifle across the hood, and he's totally legal. I know that's Nebraska, not Indiana, but I can say that where I was hunting, you could hear road noise, and it didn't bother the deer. I mean, hell, school bus went by, didn't bother a deer. Ambulance showed up at the house on the other side of the tree line, and somebody, I don't know, jerked twice and hit the floor. And didn't scare away the deer. The neighbors behind were driving around their ATV because they didn't feel like walking, didn't scare the deer. So I don't know. I think it's kind of hit or miss Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, because they are kind of stupid animals. So
it depends on where you're at, definitely. And also in Michigan, you can use crossbows. But I would definitely check obviously before just jumping in and thinking you're going to go out. That's something you have to actually plan for. But like the special tags and stuff for different animals, bears and that kind of thing, I don't know where they're actually going, my friends, but I don't know, a UP or something. But I definitely check into it because it should all be listed, and you can always call the DNR. They might have it where, because I know with being blind, you have to have obviously a spotter or something. Not obviously, but a spotter or a guide or something. And sometimes they might have, where the second person doesn't pay for a license or something. because they're just an assistant, as
Yeah.
whatever. But if there is anybody out there that is visually impaired, you can check out Kerry McWilliams. His first book is Hunting with Guide Dogs. That shows a lot of stuff. He goes gator hunting and all sorts of stuff. So I believe he's in the Dakotas somewhere.
Yeah.
South
I
Dakota.
think Sand Hills. I mean, you might check with him, but I think he may even be able to shoot from inside his car as long as he's a certain distance away from the road. Not 100% sure about that, but I know he can definitely, like Squib was saying, his SUV is his blind.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is the unknown user in the chat here is saying buy camouflage netting and throw it over my truck, and that could be my blind. You know.
The other thing is you just have to obviously follow the other laws about the distances between houses and buildings and stuff. You know, you're supposed to be a certain distance. So, you know, when you say road, it doesn't have to be a main road. It could be, you know, those one-track roads, you know, that you could still get in trouble if you didn't have a license and do that.
Yeah,
so.
I think mainly that's what this application is for, is mainly for driving on state and federal property. You know, where the normal person will have to walk the 2 miles into the woods. I can drive into it. You know,
some of them have roads and all sorts of stuff. I mean, like 2 tracks or whatever, but
yeah,
very interesting.
So it is. I mean, plus, I mean, it says, I mean, because the laws changed here now, and I got to read up on it, but they've, I think 99% of the rifle calibers you can't use anymore in Indiana on federal or state land. You can use a muzzle loader, and you can use pistol caliber rifles, but that, you know, so I got to check on all that too.
And see, when I hunted, I was a teenager, in school and stuff, and so obviously way back then there was a lot of different rules. I mean, I never even knew of any rules when I was kid. It was just that's the grandparents' property, and I hunted with a 30-30 or 38-55 at one time, but. So I don't, and now I know there's different rules. Once you get past a certain county lines, south, you have to have straight wall cartridges or whatever. Yeah. I'm sure there's all sorts of different things, but it's been, 30 years since I've done any of that stuff or whatever.
Yeah. So, you got anything on shooting there, David? He says, is he with us? He was having problems. He must be having problems. He's away from the mic or he's muted. Or how about you, blind shooter? You ever tried shooting or hunting, I should say?
I was hunting when I was little. It'd be over in Ireland with my uncles. We didn't use rifles, however. We just used ferrets and steel bats to kill the rabbits.
Oh yeah, once the ferrets chased them out. Yeah.
You could do that with crocodiles in New York City. And there are crocodiles in the sewers?
No, just liberals.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, that's talking about using ferrets and stuff. That's in England. That's where the Jack Russell was bred for.
Mm-hmm.
Was to go down rabbit holes. That's a small dog to chase them out too. So there you go. But also, I don't know about what I'm because this application is for disability for a hunter permit. So, what happens if there's a lake on state land that I or federal land that I want to get to fish?
It's definitely have questions for the DNR or your local reps. I would definitely call and verify.
I mean, again, I think it depends. Like goes state by state and county by county because In some places, a hunting license is totally different from a fishing license.
Oh yeah, but
Well,
I said
this
here in Indiana, here you can either buy them separately or you can buy them combined for one price, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get both. I'm going to get back into fishing, and I'm going to take up hunting. Why not? Fill my freezer up. I know how to cut the stuff.
I'm not sure about that. I haven't seen a video yet. You have to start working on those.
Oh yeah. Oh what? I'm cutting stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know how to do that. I mean, I know what you're saying. It's just, I guess I'm lazy. Is that I don't want to set all the stuff up to do it. I just want to do it and get it done out of the way. That's like when people say, because every day I make myself a sandwich for lunch of some sort, different types of stuff. And they all say, well, why don't you make a video of when you're doing your lunch and stuff? But yes, just setting this stuff up, doing it. Just let me make my sandwich and eat it, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, and isn't fishing just a perfect way of messing up a good nap?
Yes. But I thought I'd give it a try. I used to fish. I was big into fishing.
Yeah, see, fishing only messes up your nap if you catch something, because then you got to wake up and drag it in.
Yeah. So also besides being able to know how to cut meat up, I know how to fillet a fish too. So.
Well, see, that's with hunting as well. Squib's got that down. You just kick your legs in the blind when you're hunting, and you snore a little bit, and it keeps them away. And you don't have to worry about shoot nothing.
Yeah. So
was that what it was? I thought it might have been flatulence.
Yeah. Well, I have a cousin, and she was constantly on Facebook, and she's like, "Oh, I'm in the blind. Oh, I don't see anything." It's like, yeah, because you're on your damn phone. Put the phone up, stop playing on Facebook, and enjoy yourself. Sitting there talking on, I don't know, kids.
Yeah, exactly. So, have anybody got any more sort of like shooting ideas or hunting ideas, hunting or fishing? We're talking about them both.
That I had brought that up. My friend, her and her husband, he travels to do fishing and hunting trips and all sorts of different, destination hunts kind of thing. And I was totally serious. He thought I was joking, but I've never fly fished, and I wanted to learn how to fly fish. Being a blind guy, I thought that would be pretty cool. And he said that he uses regular poles doing fly fishing and some odd thing, but said I could probably do that. So I might try that out.
Yeah.
Because fly fishing is not napping. You can't nap and fly fish.
No, you can't.
That's actually some work.
I have attempted to do fly fishing a couple of times, and it's not as easy as it looks.
Oh no!
I mean, whipping it back, whipping that thing back and forth, and because the object of it is to get that fly just to land right on the water without the line hitting the water.
It doesn't look very easy to me.
It's not. And I tell you what, I caught myself in the back of the head with the fly and the hook a couple of times too.
I think that's why he said he uses regular poles, that he didn't want to be the sighted guy watching the blind guy try to fly fish and hook him. I thought that would be a pretty good. That'd probably be a pretty good video. Learn to fly fish with the blind guy. I say that because I know there's people out there that fly fish that are blind. So it's not a big deal. But
yeah, I just want to say a good story here. I know user put in the chat. He said his brother used to complain about never seeing any deer. Then one morning I caught him. He loaded it up with cans of soda and candy bars. I told him that deer can hear and smell him from miles away. Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, you can't sit in the blind humming songs. That's
no.
Then that's what a lot of people don't realize too when they go hunting. They think that just because they sit in the woods, they'll see something. Like, you got to mask your scent. As dumb as deer are, they do know. Hey, this smells different. It's probably some redneck trying to kill me.
Yeah. So, but I did notice though here in Indiana. I said it's, for the fishing and hunting license, it's $25 a year. And that goes from April 1st to March 31st next year. But if you want to shoot ducks or geese, it's another $675 for that license. If you want to shoot turkeys, pheasants, or any of those kind of birds, that's another $675. You got to add on to it. Then if you want to catch trout or salmon, that's another $11. So
what's the fishing license cover? Bluegill, goldfish?
yeah, that's about it.
Some sunfish,
bluegill. All the stuff that's. You can eat bluegill, but the goddamn bony is shit. Because I have eaten them. They are very bony. So nothing's worse than getting a fish bone stuck down your throat. I tell you. So I don't know. It's just something. I was thought, since I'm in Indiana, since I'm in good old God's country here, I'll give it a try. Since everybody else seems to do it. Talking about that, I was listening on the news today. I was trying not to depress myself, but I was listening on the news today, and it said that the most sort of like what Middle America is meant to be like, right, is actually Fort Bend, Indiana, is what Middle America is. So I'm in the right state. So there you go. I just happened to mention that. I just thought I would. Jason Stewart says a fishing pole and a chair equals a great day. Yeah, I can see that. Sitting out there fishing. What I used to call a great day back when I used to fish was I would go play 18 holes of golf in the morning. I'd go, then, stop for lunch. Then after lunch, rest of the afternoon into the evening fishing. Now, to me, that was the perfect day. So there you go. Now, come on, people. Come up with some topics here. I'm dying. Oh, the Poor Conservative has joined us. Good to see you. John Brown Productions, Rob D, New York Outcast. Oh, by the way, for any prize winners out there from my Saturday chats, they're all going into the mail this Friday. I do it once a month now. It just works out better for me to do it that way. So I'm sorry if you had to wait, but that's the way I'm doing it. So if you win one late in the month, it ain't gonna take you too long to get it. But if you win it the first week of the month, you got to wait the whole month to get your prize. So I just want to mention that while I was thinking about it. And also, I might as well mention it now. I'll mention it again at the end of the show. Don't forget my contest for this Saturday show. That's Rick's Life as I See It at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. This week's question was in the show Bonanza, Hoss Cartwright. I wanted to know what his real name was in the show, not his real name in life or anything, but I want to know what his real name was in the actual show. That was the question. You email me at rickslifeasiseeit at gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. And it was for a, what's the word I'm looking for, of stickers and patches. A swag pack. That's the word I was looking for. So, that's what that was for. All right. Anything else? You got anything else you want to bring up, Patriot?
Yeah, I do, but my stupid computer is going too slow, and it just decided it wasn't going to work out. So, yes. And how many people are out in the chitty chat?
About 11 or 12 on YouTube. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the on gun channels.
Oh, that's very nice. Now, the answers to my super duper double secret trivia question for the CCW, the Cripple Chat Wednesdays, right? No.
Yeah.
The Shooting with Disabilities. All right. So you have it. Can you watch both sides, or do you have to let these?
No, I can watch both sides.
Okay. All right. So the question is, are you guys ready? I don't have crack your fingernails and dust off your keyboards. I am no Jimmy James. So
back up for a second before you do it. What was the prize again?
Oh, I don't know.
Is there one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's stickers and.
Okay.
I'll throw something together.
All right. Just wanted to make sure.
I'll just close my eyes and reach in and grab some swag out of the
that works.
The prize crate, because I have a crate. So, all right. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Ooh, I have everybody's attention. That's kind of cool. All right, here we go. This is I wonder if I should ask for both. Okay, I'm going to ask for both, and we'll see how long it takes. But in my last video, which was the 1791 gun leather holster review, I called out 2 people in that video. Who were they? And they are Gun Channel members.
Oh, you expect people to remember this?
No, they can go look. It's right in the if they read the whatever description, they would have seen it.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't mention it in the video. I mentioned it in the description. So I'm just seeing if anybody read it.
Oh, so, okay.
That's it.
If it doesn't have pictures, we don't read it.
Yeah, now that question is is for the Wednesday sort of miniature swag pack that Patriot is doing.
Yeah, this is just one that I throw out just to make sure everybody's watching, Rick. Because I give up. Cool. Everybody can do it.
They must all be looking it up because we have no
viewers
right now.
Sorry about that, Rick.
We have no chat. We have no chat in the room whatsoever right now.
There's even bonus out there. There's a hint out there because I don't know how much of a hint Patriot wants to give, but there is a hint out there.
Yeah. Unknown users got it. Obnoxious one and that guy's wife.
That guy's wife.
Unknown user. Are you sure that's not Rich White in disguise? Those two are always winning. You ever noticed?
That's all right. So congratulations. If you send me your address to patriotinthedark@gmail.com, I will eventually find it and send something out to you. So thank you for watching. And I hope everybody came back to finish off the chat, because that would have been, I probably should figure this out and do it a little better so that everybody doesn't have to jump out. But
that's all right. That's all right.
I didn't come up with it myself. I actually stole it from the Lucky Coin Hunter. He has an outstanding little kind of giveaway idea, which means in his videos, he'll put out like a secret word, right? Anywhere, somewhere in the video. But you don't know which one it is. So you have to watch all his videos all the way through. I do short videos, so it's no big deal. But then he'll come up with a giveaway and he'll say, oh, what's the last secret word? Or I don't know. Put it in the chat, but write a comment and use my secret word. So I am going to bamboozle and maybe borrow some of that idea. So
yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. But that makes it nice because people will watch your videos.
Oh, change the subject. I only got one on this week so far because my left hand's hurting me. I got that compression glove on I was talking about on my hand here, on my left hand.
It doesn't have sequins on it, does it?
No. This one's gray.
Oh, okay.
Gray color. And I said it's not. I mean, it's not one of the real big brand names. Hang on, it's here. It's an iMac compression glove. I don't mean, they seem to be doing the job. They're not, I don't think it's copper lined or anything, but it helps with the pain. Because my left hand today's been cold here in Indiana. I mean, it's and my whole, and also not only that, ever since this is the hand I damaged when I had my work-related accident, and they operated on the hand and screwed it all up. But this one hurts even worse. Than I've already got the arthritis in my hands, but then I got where they operated on made it even worse. I feel it even worse in my left hand than I do my right. So.
But it does help out with the pressure.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it's easing up already on it. I can feel it. I've had it on since the show started.
Now, is that one that has like a brace inside it where it's like
nope.
a plastic splint?
No. It's
just compression.
Yeah. You can roll it up in a ball.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like basically a stretchy material, really, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah. And it just compresses my hand, but it does it enough that it works. And it indoors here, it keeps it warm too. So I don't know what it would be actually outside in a cold day, but inside it keeps it warm, and it helps with the pain. So the pain doesn't totally go away, but it's bearable with it on. So I just wanted to mention that. Also being a thin material like it is, if my hands are playing up, if I'm out shooting, I still be able to get my finger through the trigger with these things.
Are those fingerless or are they?
Yeah. The tips of the fingers are missing on them. So I can still type on the keyboard here and pull the trigger on my firearm. Nice. But anyway, while we're here talking about this, I've got a big problem. Right? As everybody knows, I carry my big old 45. And I keep saying I got to go down to a smaller one, and I've made my mind up. I want to go to the gun store. And I really haven't picked one up yet. Is the 380 EZ, which I think might be better for me. And I've been thinking about it, and everybody says, "Well, this is the month you're going to start buying. You're going to put your money down on it, and all this kind of good stuff." And I'm saying, yeah, but deep down inside, I want to buy a lever action gun first.
You shouldn't have any problem running the action on that one.
No.
Yeah. Henry makes a really nice rifle.
Yeah.
I've got two of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to look into that, but I've been looking at a Marlin. Was it? Oh hell, I got the one already. I got it listed on the sport. I got it listed on my wish list on Sportsman's Guide. I figured that was a good way to go too on some of these expensive ones. They got it if you join that membership of theirs with $30-something a year. You can do it over 4 monthly payments. And they send the gun out straight away too. You don't have to wait till the last payment to get it. They send it to you after the first payment.
Just keep in mind, Rick. I've had experience with Marlin, not the rifle, but the himself. For that when you.
What was that? You broke up on me there.
Models are good and they're cheap, but their customer service, if you have to send stuff into them, is pretty crappy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Go ahead, Patriot.
I was just going to say that 380 EZ, if you look around, some of those come with lock boxes as well, like those little mini vaults or whatever. I think there was like a package at one time that there were maybe an extra mag or something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but if you check around, there might be some of that.
Well, Sportsman's Guide's doing one. It comes with 2 mags and one of those little sort of storage safes, little things. That's good if you're flying with a firearm. And $351. They're asking for it. Which I thought was a pretty good deal. So it's still a big choice. Do I go with the lever action or do I go with the 380? Come on, guys, help me out here.
Buy toys. Get the lever action. I mean, it's something that you want. It's probably something you've wanted for a while. Go ahead and
Now,
treat yourself.
Else, you're right. Now, you guys, I've seen some Henrys. They're a beautiful rifle, right? But I never had one, but I like the idea of loading it in the side, not down a tube.
I know a lot of people complain about that. I've never had an issue with it.
Yeah, my 2 Henrys are tube fed, and I like the load gates. I think that that's super cool, but I've got the brass Henrys, and that would be risky, And special shout out to Squib Load. He sent me some brass cleaning stuff, which is super awesome to help me keep my my brass levers clean. So I appreciate that there, Squib.
Available on henrypride.com. No, I actually got the stuff from the Henry web store.
I thought he was giving out some Neverdull or something.
Yeah, I was going to send him some Neverdull and be like, get to it.
Oh, no. Flashbacks.
It's the thought of one of those Henrys, though. They're so beautiful, I'll be afraid to use it.
I got, what? I nicked a front handguard on mine. I've got walnut stock and handguard. I nicked it. I sent an email to customer service. They sent me a handguard. No questions asked. Just send it to me. Like, dang, I didn't even ask for one. I was asking them a technical question about it, and I said I use this thing on a regular basis. I've already nicked the handguard, and I guess they took it as, oh no, you didn't. So their customer service is really good. I've been in communication with them off and on, and I got to say that that 44 Magnum, it doesn't kick. I'm sure with a Marlin it probably doesn't kick either, but it's handled everything that I've thrown at it. 44 Special, 44 Magnum, factory and reloads, and I got 2 deer with it last year, and it's been a little bit tricky for me to take apart and clean. I'm really not used to that, but every time I do it, I get a little bit better at it. I actually lost a part for it and then found the part later, and it became a little bit easier to put it back together. So it will actually function if it's missing this retainer clip. But there's a cutout in the tube, so you can only load it one way. It's not like you can throw one in there backwards, and you can top it off if you want to. And it's got a transfer bar in there, so you can lower the hammer and carry it around and know that it's not going to go off just like a modern revolver. So some people say it's just a little pricey. But you got to understand their quality control is really good, and these things are made in 3 different factories in America, and all their parts are American, and it's one of those. It's a long-term investment. If you just plan to buy it, use it, go hunting, and sell it next year, yeah, it may not be for you.
I saw the stuff at the Henry booth at the Great American Outdoor Show in Pennsylvania last month, and I don't know what it's called. I call it the pusher rod for my 22 Magnum. There's a little O-ring missing off the top, so it wouldn't lock into position. And I explained to the lady, as soon as I walked up to her, I was like, yeah, I got a problem with my pusher rod. She was like, tell me your address. And I didn't even finish explaining what was wrong with it. She didn't care what was wrong with it. She wanted my address, and she sent me one. And within about a week, I got a brand new one, no charge.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I heard also give out pretty good that way.
Yeah, they also give out good stickers too.
They do.
Oh, talking about lever action.
See, you start talking about lever actions, and look who shows up.
Yeah. Tony, we were talking about the original topic was hunting with disabilities. You have any input on that?
Depends on the disability. I mean, the place where I hunt, they don't have access to use like off roads, drive off road. So you have to be able to manipulate under your own power.
They have no permit system there that you can do that as a disabled?
No, you cannot drive off road.
That's another check mark against Illinois.
That's just a site.
Yeah.
Other sites have it, but this one doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, if you had a horse, you could ride your horse into it because it's an equestrian park.
Oh, okay.
Come up with the idea. I really didn't have nothing to say about it.
Okay. Now, okay. I mean, all right. That's fair enough. I thought I'd just throw it out to you. And right now, we're talking about lever actions.
But I have something to say. What I think is kind of disturbing. You want to go hunting for disabilities. I mean, that's like one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, can't you find them everywhere? Do you really need to hunt for them?
Yeah, I mean, geez.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like that. I mean, I never played it because I don't play video games. But in that video game, we used to have to knock down people on the street or on the sidewalk or whatever and get points.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Death Race 2000.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
A lot
Super
better
Mario?
than the remake.
So I was talking about looking at that Marlin 44 Magnum.
Yeah.
And then people are throwing out, well, why don't you get a Henry? And somebody on chat said, why don't you buy an old Winchester?
Winchesters are like hen's teeth, and they're expensive, even old ones. The Henry, I don't think there's anything wrong with it except for the way it loads. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass compared to the Marlin. I kind of looked at Henry's, but I went with the Marlin just because I liked it better.
Yeah. Now, Night Strike on gun channels has said Mossberg makes lever action rifles. I didn't know that.
They make a tactical one.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. I don't know what else they make.
I'm not into tactical. I want to look like a cowboy.
Yeah, you need a Picatinny rail and solid synthetic stocks and
flashlight,
collapsible buttstock and all synthetic and
yeah.
red dot.
Yeah. Flashlight on the side in case I'm out hunting at night and all that kind of good stuff.
Big old bird cage on the end.
Bayonet lug.
Yeah.
Don't forget the chainsaw attachment.
That's right.
Well, Marlins even have the damn Picatinny on some of them.
Yeah. Now, do you have? Do you use what call it? Do you use your regular sights on them, or do you put on a what you call it?
No, I use the regular sights on them, but I black out the little white diamond on it.
Oh yeah.
They're marble sights. Marble. And they have a little white diamond at the bottom of the notch in the rear sight, and I'd black that thing out because that just bugs the crap out of me.
Oh. Night Strike says they have the Mossberg 464 is they have the tactical version. They also have a standard Woodstock version as well. So I might have to go check that out, see what they look like.
I have not seen a test run of a Mossberg at all on the lower action, so I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. But I said that Mossberg I was talking about that on Sportsman's Guide with you this afternoon looks like a good rifle to me. It's wooden. It's not. It's actual wood stock too. It's not. It's not plastic. So it was under $400. Which is even better.
What, the Mossberg?
I think no. The Marlin. I think it was under 400. I have to look again. Or was it under 500? I can't remember now off the top of my head.
I think it was 6 something. Because...
Nah, I don't think it was that much. It could have been, but I didn't think it was that much.
Because it was like $60 cheaper than I paid for mine.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, what I'm thinking about 300, I'm thinking of the black powder pistol I was looking at. I was looking at getting one of those too. I got so many. I want so many guns, but I don't have enough money. Does anybody else have that problem?
What
Totally.
black powder pistol do you want?
I'm looking at the same one Tony's got.
The 1860 New Army.
Yes.
Wait. The 1860 Colt Army?
Yes.
Yeah, because the new Army would be Remington.
This is
Or
a pretty
new
slick
model.
one.
It'd actually be new model Army, but
You may be right. I don't know.
yeah, the 1860 Colt Army. That's a 44 6-shot.
Can you guys see my screen right now?
Yeah.
That one's pretty slick right there. I don't know what it's chambered in, but it's got a nice looking stock, and it's got the what's that? Chrome almost.
Is that Mossberg?
Yeah, this is a Mossberg. And then
The loading gate.
let's see, go back a little bit. And then there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, there's a slew of them. There's the tactical one, I guess. And then here's some pretty standard ones. So it looks like they got quite a bit to choose from.
And
the price I don't know. This is just an image search right here, but you gotta figure Mossberg is going to be cheaper than anybody else.
Well, if you're looking for lever action, Rick, check out tombstonetactical.com. They got a pretty nice selection.
Okay, I will. Tombstone.
He's most likely going to want to buy through Sportsman's Guide to get that 4-pay.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too. Or if I find one locally and they do a layaway, that would work for me too. You know what I'm saying?
Now you can do a layaway at Bud's online.
Yes. I know.
If you do that morning chat, why don't you talk to Sean? Isn't that one of the things he likes doing? There's like a whole network of places that basically do that, where you can do payments or whatever. I don't know what the end cost is and how much they add on to it, but
Sean does one where they basically his is like the Sportsman Guy. They send the gun out and you make payments on it.
Yeah, you know? I know you end up paying more for it, but you get it and whatever. But
well, if you do decide to buy it through Sportsman's Guide, make sure you go to guntube.org first and follow the link. That way, guntube.org can get a little bit of action.
Oh yes, I would do that. You know, I'd help Night Strike out. You know, so I could do that. That's not a problem. So, anything else, guys? Just on a little political note here. I don't normally don't talk politics on this show unless I can help it. But I just want to say, what was it? Unknown user told me. See if I can find his little thing here now. Where in the hell was it? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Now, of course, he could have been joking. I don't know. But he goes, did you see where the New York Times finally admitted that they found over 5,000 chemical weapons in Iraq? So things of mass destruction, he was correct, wasn't he? That's all I'm just saying. You know? Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there. Everybody went silent on that one. That's good. So
I believe that was fairly common knowledge that he had chemical weapons.
Yeah.
So. Have you tried? You say you like the 45 ACP round, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you tried any of the SIG P320s and run the slides on those?
No. What I'm planning on. Two things were brought to me today. Is go look at them locally, or the NRA show's coming up next month, right? Then look at all these guns while I'm up there and try them out. You know?
Yeah, because if you're going to go if you're going to go all the way down to 380, then, and it doesn't seem like that's what you're like really interested in doing. The SIG that I have, the slide is super smooth. I wouldn't say it's as easy as like the Easy and all the the new easy slides that are coming out, but it's definitely a really smooth action.
Yeah, I would consider that. I said I might try them all out up there at the NRA show.
Try out the damn LC9 too.
Yeah. Oh, the Walters has come out with their own version of the Easy. Was it the PK380? What was that?
The LC9 is the Ruger LC9 looks my LC380, except it's 9mm.
Okay.
And those are cheap. You have to look at it, though, because to get a good trigger, it's got to be hammer fired, and my LC is, and I don't know that them are.
Ghost Tactical put out a video a couple of days ago about the new Walther 380. It looks like a pretty, it looks like a pretty slick little gun, but the specific one he had in the video had like a big banner going down the slide that colored in white. It looked kind of icky to me, but he said it was a pretty good gun, and he said the slide action moves real easy. So you go check out the video he put out.
You did with the PK?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was the PK380, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, as I said, you're right. I mean, I like the big old fat 45 ACP because it reminds me of myself, old and fat. That yeah, he just said if I could find a gun that racks easier in my M&P, it would. I would be happy. But if I got to drop down calibers, I will. So.
And that Easy is a thinner. It's more the size of the shield.
Yes. Okay. Here's another thing: is it going to fit in my fat hand? Okay.
It's going to fit in your pants pocket pretty good.
I don't want to carry it in my pants pocket.
I didn't say you had to. I'm just saying that it's going to be a lot smaller than what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You just have to go and play around with them. I mean, not play around with them, but
you know what? No, I say stick with the 45 and just ditch that shield and get a 1911.
I have a 1911.
Then, okay, then just ditch the shield in general, and then you got enough money to go buy two guns. I don't know.
Well, see, now this is my question.
He doesn't have a shield.
I don't have a shield. I was going to get one.
He's got a full size MMP 45.
Yeah, which
okay.
The slide on that thing. The slide on that thing's a bear when you pull it back. But were you in my chat when I was talking about the 1911 with my about the safety on it?
Yes.
My M&P has a safety on it. It's kind of it's not as stiff as the 1911, but my rolls of Dunlops here,
Yeah,
sometimes they will flick it off.
That's where we suggested that you get the correct holster that covers that, because with the holster in between you and the pistol, that won't happen.
Yeah,
it's the ones where that portion is sticking up and it's rubbing against your body. If you have that flash piece that sticks up higher, you won't have that issue.
I got your problem solved, Rick. Go ahead, Tony.
380. Just get the damn 380. It'd be fun. You can hand it to your girl when you get one. Let her shoot it.
Yeah, you're right.
I've got your problem solved, Rick.
You have?
Yep. I can't believe we didn't come up with this earlier. Stop at Walmart, take a $10 bill with you, and buy as many bottles of gun lube as you can for that $10, and just soak the thing in gun lube overnight. I bet you that slide will move like butter.
Yeah, or change the spring out. But
Or I could use butter.
You know.
See, I mean, see, Patriots thinking.
Just drop the damn thing in a deep fryer.
With butter.
Yeah, gotta be butter.
Yeah, let it
real
sit in
butter,
there.
not that fake stuff.
Let it sit in there for a couple of days. You know.
I wouldn't suggest it, but
you know.
In case anybody's watching is thinking, boy, I could try that.
But like on my P64, when you get it, it has a 25-pound trigger pull on it, and you change the spring out to an 18-pounder to make it easier to pull, and it makes the single action lighter too. Well, couldn't I change the spring? Couldn't I change the spring in the M&P to a lighter spring? I don't know. I'm just asking anybody new. Could I do that?
Do too much, it's going to hammer the shit out of the gun when it cycles.
Yeah.
Georgia Trucker left you a comment in the YouTube side, Rick.
Do what?
Georgia Trucker left you a comment in the YouTube side. He says the PK380 racks like the P22. He says my wife has arthritis and works those okay. He says the 380 EZ she couldn't rack. Don't buy unless you try.
Okay. Thanks for the info there.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you want to mess around with it. Even before you order it, I mean, if you're going to order it online or whatever, definitely go and try it out somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Realize that a new gun is going to be just a little harder to rack at first than it will be after a couple hundred.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I understand that.
I have a question. I know a couple months ago, on Clover's Friday chat, he had the Honor Guard, you know what I'm talking about? Poor Tony. He's getting beat up by little kids, huh? No, but he had Honor Guard on there. In those pistols, they had the reverse sights, rear sight, so that you could rack it on your side and stuff. I don't know much about those. I know the cost is pretty cheap for most of those. I just checked at a local store, and they kind of, we don't have much of that. You have to order it or whatever. But I don't know if there was one of those, because there was they're all 9mm or something, but if I remember right. But they do have different models and stuff, and that having the able to rack it off your holster or whatever, that's another thing to look at. I don't know. I'm sure it's pretty. The springs are going to be pretty stout, just like anything else, but unless it's specifically designed for easy racking.
All right. I appreciate that. I will check them out too. I think my best bet is to leave the new handgun until I get to the NRA show. And I'll have, because that's what you can, I read somewhere, that's what they want you to do up there. They want you to pick them up and try them out, and all that kind of good stuff. Because I believe they take all the firing pins out of them and all that stuff anyway. So I can try them all, try the slides, see which one I like, how it feels in my hand. Then once I've done that, then I can decide which one I'm going to get. As I said, as the warmer weather gets here, handling that big old 45 is not a problem for my hand. It's only when it gets cold, like it is right now, that my left hand aches so much, and racking the damn thing hurts like hell sometimes. Sometimes I can't even pull it back. Sometimes I actually have to stop and turn it sideways and grab hold of it and rack it that way, because I can't do it that way. It's really weird. When my hands are really playing up on me.
That's something to think about too. If you go to NRA and walk around, kind of remember that if you're walking around to a lot of booths and racking a lot of firearms by the towards the end, you're going to be pretty tired just because you went to 50 booths or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had to go to quite a few because I want to get some swag to give away.
Swag is nice.
Yes. Plus, I'm going to take my scooter too. I checked it. I've registered to go to there, so I'm getting that. That's coming in the mail, and I'm not going to stay up there because it's only about a 2-hour drive from here. I thought it was only an hour and a half, but they're saying 2.5 hours, so I'm going to cut it, say 2 hours from here.
What do you mean by registered?
You can pre-register, but you don't have to stand in line. You can walk right on in.
Thought all you needed was a membership card to walk in.
Yeah, but you register. It said you can register beforehand.
Dude, I'm just walking up to the door with my card going, I'm Squibload. Get the hell out of my way.
Well, that's right.
I know Edge.
They asked for my membership number, too, when I registered. So
Hey, stop being modest, Squib. They see you coming, and they're like, everybody out of the way. Here comes Squibby.
Darn right. They'll be like, this way to Bruce Wayne LaPierre, sir. They'll take me back there, and, we'll have a couple of cocktails and talk about taking down the GOA or something.
Well, no, they say, no, you're supposed to go to the door on the side. That's where those trash bags are. They have to be taken out, and we need to... And where's the pizza? I thought you were bringing pizza, right?
Yeah, I can't get away from taking out the trash no matter where I go.
But talking about that, I'm going to take my own scooter because they rent them there, but it's $70 a day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got that scooter. It's not even a year old yet. So, I'm always
Wait a minute. I can use Patriot. I can be like, look, I'm like his, leader blind dog here.
He's my
support.
Seeing eye, Squib.
I figured Squib was going to rent one of those carts so you guys could race on camera. Get a video of that right down the center aisle at NRA.
Oh, yeah, and everybody jumping out of the way.
And those security guards chasing
my scooter moves.
I'm going to find a pallet jack and then jump on it, turn the handle around, and just start, like it's a skateboard or something, and see if I can race you with that.
I used to do that in the warehouse when I worked for the government with the electric ones. We used to ride those up and down the warehouse. So, but anyway, my scooter goes so fast. I was yelled at in Walmart to slow down.
You taking those corners is probably why.
Yeah, I was.
Get those little old ladies jumping in
way
the
off
pile of onions.
Here, anyway. So, but we're at the end of our hour.
Hey, be careful. If you get going too fast on that scooter and you have to slam on the brakes, you could bend both lower control arms. I'm just saying.
Yes. Oh, did you get your truck fixed? Squib?
Yeah, I bent them midday Saturday and had them had new ones on by midday Monday. Yeah.
Wow. So your truck's back up and running now.
Yeah, I was late getting the video out. I was going to put the video out a week after the show, and I've been late getting it out.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, guys, I just want to remind you for the Saturday quiz, I want the name, the Hoss Cartwright from Bonanza. What was his real name in the show? Email me at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. Okay.
I actually know it.
Well, there you go. So we're going to go through the panel here, do shout outs and plugs and all that good stuff. And you got any, Tony?
Just have a good day, everybody. I'm waiting for snow to start here.
All right. That works. Squib.
You would have to call me when I turn on the shop vac. Oh, and here comes the forklift guy. Thanks for the invite. See everybody around the interwebs.
All right, that works. Patriot.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. Another fine show. Make sure that you send me your address there to Patriot in the Dark at gmail.com.
Unknown user for his win. Yeah.
And I don't know. Make sure you get off the interwebs sometimes and go talk to like real people, real live people out in real live world. And
yes, I need to get my
the
butt
good
out and
word.
do that myself. You're right there.
You know,
You know.
And that's about it. Just check out and keep an eye out for a video about the secret word giveaways that I'm stealing from Lucky Coin Hunter. Make sure you go check him out. Good fella.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Before I move on to the next one, I forgot to mention, guys, my 200 sub giveaway. I am only at 197 still. It hasn't moved for a few days. It went over 200 for about an hour. Then YouTube must have done a purge or something, and it dropped right back down, and it hasn't gone up since. So
yeah, we're blaming Gun Snob. I think it was his fault.
You know, I need 3 more subs to do the giveaway. So get hold of some of your friends and tell them to sub to me. So anyway, David, the Kingpin Bowling. Any plugs or shout outs?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Rick. I always enjoy being on the show. Everybody make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Rick's Life as I See It. And tune back in on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern to check out the show. And absolutely go check out the 200 sub giveaway. And our friend Patriot has an EDC challenge going too, so go check that out.
Okay, and Blind Shooter.
Hey, Rick. Thanks for having me. Always appreciated. If anyone on here is a life member of the NRA or been a member for the past 5 consecutive years, I kindly ask that you please submit your ballot for Anthony Calandro to get on the NRA board so he can rip them a new one and get everything changed for us.
Okay, I will make sure that I vote for him as well as Adam Kraut. And
Yes.
I'm penciling in Sean Connery again.
Okay, that works. All right.
Just real quick, if anyone needs more information on him, it's calandro4nra.com.
Okay. All right. So that's
Is that Calandro with a C or a K?
Calandro with the C as in Charlie.
All right, writing that down. Thank you.
Okay. And again, if you like what you've seen or heard, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I would appreciate it. So I will let you all go, and I want to say thank you all for showing up. I don't know who's on now at 8, but Matt is on at 9. So that will keep you busy for the rest of the evening. But as Patriot says, get out and meet people. And I need to take some of his own advice there. I need to get my butt out of the chair here and go out and do that myself. So I want to say thank you for being here. And I will see you all on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, the only time that matters.
I put Anthony Calandro's Facebook account out in the chat if anybody wants to go look it up.
Thank you, Kingpin. Much appreciated.
Yeah. So there you go. So see you guys on Saturday.
# fried pickles.
Don't